y'all. It is a beautiful morning here in Germany. So I'm out for my morning walk. I look sleepy as hell. Oh boy. So I was just out walking, and a couple of things came to my mind that I want to share out there. So I was thinking about all these cars passing by, just asking myself some tough questions or some weird questions, right? Like, I've always asked, like, when all these natural disasters happen, okay, like the tsunamis, tornadoes, typhoons, hurricanes, all those natural disasters. And I'm thinking, okay, so where's God in all of this, right? And of course now the coronavirus, and people are dying, people are getting sick every day. So I'm asking myself, like, where's God in all of this, right? And I'm sure a lot of people ask that question too, because we know who God is. We know how he works. He doesn't forsake us. He's there for us. He's all forgiving, and he's the Almighty God, right? So I asked myself, the sun, okay. I asked myself, like, where is God in all of this? And I've always asked that question. And sometimes I don't even know how to answer that. I don't know. But then, when this coronavirus started, I thought, okay, I feel like God allows some of these things to happen. Now, I don't want to go much into explaining like Hurricane Katrina or, what happened in Haiti. I don't know. But for the coronavirus, I believe that he pretty much wants these things to happen, or he allows it to happen so we could get closer to him. Okay? Ponder about that for a minute. All right? So, that's what I think. I think he allows some of these things to happen because the only way that some of us can get through this is to come to him. Kneel down to him, get closer to him. And also, across the street, also, particularly for this virus right now, it is forcing a lot of us to slow down. Okay? We do too much. As families, as people, we do too much. Working, if it's both parents, working, kids going to school and having different schedules, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And in this day and age where both parents are working, mom works at night, dad works in the day, or dad works at night, mom works in the day, they don't even spend time with each other anymore. There are no more date nights, not a lot of intimacy going on, and parents don't know what's happening with the kids, and vice versa. So, and we're too busy. And I feel like with this virus, it has forced us to slow down. Some people might not like it. And I heard on the news, I think yesterday, a couple of days ago, that some people in Michigan were trying to protest to go back to work. And I'm sitting there like, really? Like, what is it gonna take for you to see how serious this thing is? Honestly, like, what is it gonna take for you to see that people are dying every day? Like, nowadays, I don't even like to open Facebook anymore, because as soon as I open, it's like one more person dying, or at least one more African person dying. And I don't watch the news. I stopped watching the news a while ago. Okay, I mean, to be honest, I haven't watched the news since Trump became president, but that's okay. But with this now, I just avoid the news, because I feel like there's just way too much bad news. And it's not like I'm ignoring that bad stuff is happening in the world. I'm not ignoring it. It's just, it's depressing. And so when people don't take this seriously, it really pisses me off. It really does. Because you hear every day that people dying. Yeah, I know. You want to get back to work. You want to get back to your regular schedules. We all do. But it doesn't mean that you should disobey what the national government is saying. And it doesn't mean that you should disobey what your local government is saying. And it doesn't mean that you should forget about other people, because it's not just about you. Okay? You're walking around, you could have it and don't even know it. And you're trying to get back to work. Yeah, I know the bills are piling up. I know that. I have bills. Everyone else has bills. You know, and the people you're working so hard to provide for, if you go out there and you catch this virus, you come back, you infect them, and God forbid they die, who are you going to provide for now? Like, I don't understand it. It pisses me off. It really does. And the one that pissed me off even more was, I heard about the pastor, I think that this was last month or some weeks ago, where the pastor held church of like 1,000 people after they were told to be on lockdown. Like, WTF? What the hell? Oh, that pissed me off. And I'm thinking, okay, it's church, you know, we're following God, we're praising God, but I'm pretty sure it says somewhere in the Bible. I don't know the exact verse. It says in the Bible to obey your local government. I'm pretty sure it says that somewhere. And I'm sure it says obey authority. Now, I know your pastor is an authority. I get that. But I feel like people have taken church a little too far by following the pastor as if he is God. You know, your pastor is human just like you and me. They make mistakes, they cuss, you know, they drink, they're addicted to stuff, they're addicted to alcohol, porn, and a whole bunch of random stuff. They're human just like you and me, you know? And I feel like if you're gonna follow a church or follow a pastor, bring your brain along with you. You know, just don't say because the pastor said, okay, come to church. But you're like, we were told to be on lockdown, right? And if you watch the news or if you've taken some time out to visit the coronavirus website, you will know how this thing is spread. And you will know that, you know, you could easily spread it without knowing. Like, stay your butts at home. You can pray at home. You know, you don't have to go through your pastor to get to heaven or to get to God. You have a direct line to God by yourself. You know, you have your Bible. Even if you don't have a Bible, there are apps on your phone. You can get verses online. It's pretty easy. You know, and pray by yourself. You don't have to go to church. You know, there are people who go to church every Sunday, but then Monday through Saturday they're acting like, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, You don't have to go to church every Sunday. Okay? I love going to church. I love my church. You know? But I've been worshiping online. And even if I don't have time to watch the service online, I pray and I read my Bible, and that's it. You know? So if that pastor has said, hey, it's okay, come to church, you use your brain and you say, no, we were told to be on lockdown. Why are you having church? You know? So honestly, I get annoyed when people follow some of these pastors so much that they forget common sense, and they forget that the Bible does say to respect and obey your government. You might not like your governor, you might not like your president or mayor or whatever, but they're there for a reason, right? God put them there for a reason. You might not like it, but that's the way it is, right? And when people are praying all the time, yes, we're praying and we want God to heal, you know, pray, but take your medicine, okay? That's something else that pisses me off, you know? So yeah, we're gonna pray, and then you refuse to take your medicine, you refuse to see your doctor. And I'm thinking, okay, we all believe in God, but let me tell you, guess who created and guess who gave these doctors and nurses and pharmacists and therapists the ability to do what they do? Did you guess it? God. God gave them the ability, the strength, the patience, you know, the empathy, the sympathy, the knowledge, you know, the strength to go through all that education, you know, med school, residency, nursing school, you know, clinicals, all of it. God gave those people the ability to do what they do. So God created those people so they could help you. You know, it's good to pray. Believe me, you have to. Prayer is the key. You know that song, prayer is the key, prayer is the key, prayer is the master key. So pray, but don't forget to listen to your local government and take your medication and go to the hospital. So going back to what I was saying, that this virus has caused us to really slow down and just spend time with each other. You know, a lot of us are working from home. I'm working from home. I know that a lot of people are not able to work from home, and that's fine. You know, I'm grateful that I still have a job, that I'm able to work from home. Believe me, I am beyond grateful, and I thank God for it. And I just really wish that people would look at the bright side of things, right? You get to spend time with your family. And I know it's difficult, people are dying, but the way my brain is wired, which sometimes is to my own detriment, I always look at the positives of everything. Literally, things could be going bad around me, like horrible. But I focus so much on the positive that sometimes I might not take steps to eliminate or take care of the negative that's happening. Like automatically, that's how my brain is. Sometimes I even forget or not even see that this stuff is bad. But anyway, I really encourage all of you out there to make some good out of this time in the house. You know, I'm hearing a lot of people say, oh, I'm so bored. I'm like, how can you be bored? Maybe you are, I don't know, but I'm not. I have so much to do, it's crazy. I guess because I have a couple of side hustles, so I'm always busy. you know. So I've been making masks for the past few days, for the past week. So I haven't really had time to chill. Well, yesterday I chilled a little bit, went out to the store, came back and just relaxed. You know, I had to make some masks for some people yesterday, but I told them I'm just really exhausted and I need to rest. So I rested, and so when I get home today, I'm gonna finish the masks that I have. And when I'm done with the masks, I'm gonna start making some head wraps and some more bonnets. So, and of course, photography is still going on. I have some pictures that I took while I was in Paris that I haven't edited, which I've been wanting to edit for a while. So I have a lot to do, you know, and I don't have any kids yet. So I guess that part, you know, I'm not busy with that, but I still have a lot to do. So again, it annoys me when people say, I'm so bored, I have nothing to do. But hey, that's your life, that's your life. But I do believe that God is allowing this to happen for us to slow down. Like it's crazy, you know. The world is in such a rush for everything. We don't stop to think, we don't stop to read, you know, not like reading a book really, but like even reading instructions, you know. I send out emails for my job and people don't read the emails, and they'll call me, oh, why did this happen? I'm like, did you read your email? Because I try to be as descriptive as possible because I want you to read, right? So why are we in such a rush? Why? You know, let's just slow down, love on your kids, love on your spouses, love on your parents. You know, if you're fortunate to still have your parents alive, talk to them, love on them, you know. And if you're fortunate to have kids, love on your kids. You know, your kids might be driving you crazy, but, you know, I don't have kids, so I don't know what it feels like, so I'm not going to speak on it. But just, you know, cherish this time you have, because when they grow up and they're gone, they won't call you. And you'll be mad, like, why do my kids not call me? So just be appreciative, right? So I just encourage you all out there, just take advantage of this time that you have. And for some people who have been meaning to read the Bible and to get closer to God, this is a better time. You know, if you have to buy a Bible, you have to download an app or something, do that. And you can read one chapter every day. You know, it could be as random as what, but just read. You could read a book. Get a book. You know, the libraries are closed, but you can buy a book. Amazon is still shipping. You know, I just got a new book the other day. The new book by George Lynn Toller. I'm going to read that, even though I have like a whole stack of other books I haven't read. But at least I have a new book, and I'm excited about books. I love reading. So do some reading, okay? Don't complain you have nothing to do, because you do, okay? So yeah, we need to slow down, guys. We really do. And for some of us who've been trying to lose weight, it's a struggle, okay? It's really a struggle, and I'm trying to, every day I'm trying to eat less, you know. Ooh, the sunlight, okay. I'm trying to eat less, you know, trying to drink water every day. And it's kind of hard being at home, you know, when all you see is food. But I've tried not to cook that much anymore. And even if I cook, I only eat like small portions, and then that's it. So yeah, so I'm using this time to trying to lose some weight. And like I said, I have a lot going on. So I have the sewing, I have the photography, and I am working from home as well. So it's a lot. And I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to work out and all of that. And I have a few other things coming up that I'm working on. So, and if you haven't been able to tell, I don't like to be bored. I always have something to do. Always. Whew. So I've come to the end of my walk. Yeah, I'm going to turn around. Okay, let's see how much time. Oh, wow. 1.7 miles. So I'm going to go back home now. So anyway, yeah, so I don't like to be bored. So I always have something to do. Always. Like, you will hardly hear me say, oh, I have nothing to do, because I always do. Always. My brain is always working on something. If it's not a business idea, if it's not school, if it's not work. And I'm not really used to not having 2 jobs. So I think that's why. Like, I'm used to being so busy all the time with 2 jobs and so much going on. So now I feel like having side hustles, you know, it's keeping me busy, and I like it. I like to know that I have a long list of things to do. Keeps me going, keeps me excited, you know, keeps my brain working, keeps me in communication with people. My phone has been binging so much lately, it's crazy. People asking me for face masks. So I like that. I really do, you know, and I thank God for that. So anyway, I just had this in my mind. I thought I'd put it out there, and just let's slow down, you guys. Slow down, smell the roses, appreciate each other, love on each other, call each other, text, you know, and let's be cool with one another. And like I said earlier, let's listen to our pastors, but bring your brains with you, okay? Just because you feel like the pastor is closer to God or closest to God, it's only him you listen to, and you forget your own mind. You know, pastors are human just like you and I. So anyway, listen to people, stay home, and yeah, I'm gonna finish this walk. It's almost a 2-mile walk back to the house. So it's so beautiful out here, it's crazy. So I hope you guys are staying cool, enjoying the warm weather around your house, or going for a walk or something. And you know, until next time, folks, choose.